What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your IGCSE, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
All right. Hey, welcome back, my NextGen family. Today, we are going to go through the last paper of May-June 2024, paper 4-3. Okay, so y'all have survived through until this last one already. Okay, so this is a 2.5-hour paper. Okay, y'all are, by the way, just a fun fact, y'all are the last batch of students who are doing this syllabus, which your paper 4 is a 2.5-hour paper. Okay, the next batch onwards, you guess how long their paper? Okay, their paper 2, they cannot use calculator. 3 hours. 3 hours, I fall asleep already, do maths. Okay, no 2 hours already. Shorter timing. Okay, so they're going to split it to 2 hours, 2 hours. Okay, 3 hours, wow. This is mental torture for the Cambridge students. Okay, so y'all are the luckiest batch already. Please don't fail your exam. As mentioned to y'all over and over again, y'all still can use calculator. Next batch cannot use calculator already. Okay, so please ask me any questions that y'all have. 130 marks paper. Let's go. Okay, let's go to question 1. In 2023, a football club has 50 adult members and 70 child members. Membership fee for adult is $40 and membership fee for a child was $15. Calculate the total of the membership fees received by the club in 2023. Okay, so you got 50 adults. Okay, 50 multiplied by $40 plus child 70 of them multiplied by 50. Okay, just go and put in the calculator. 3050. Show your working, please. Okay, don't skip any steps. Okay, number 2, the cost of the running club. Running the club is 2023 was $2,780. Calculate $2,780 as a percentage of the total of the membership received by the club. So you take 2,780 over the total 3,050. Since you want it in percentage, you multiply by 100%. Okay, all you need to do, time in the calculator, 91.1%. Okay. And most of it, if you don't know what to present it in, minimum you need to present it in 3 significant figures. Okay, number 3. In 2023, there were 120 members. This was a decrease by 4% of the number of members in 2022. Calculate the number of members in 2022. Okay, if you don't know how to do this, like some of you might get a bit confused on reverse percentage. What I would suggest you all to do is you use the ratio to fraction method. Okay, use ratio to fraction. How do ratio to fraction? So you look at here, they say 120 members. Okay, 120 members. This was a decrease of by 4% already. That means this represents how many percent? In terms of percentage, this is 96%. Okay, so you write it like that first. 120 is to 96%. Then you want to calculate the number of members in 2022. Okay, remember that the original year will always be 100%. Okay, original means the previous year. Okay, the earlier years will always be the original one. So I want to find what exactly is the representation of 100%. Okay, when you can write like this, okay, you put this as x, you change this ratio into a fraction like that. Then you solve it. X equals to 100 over 96 multiplied by 120. Okay, some of you, you know how to do reverse percentage already, don't need to write this. But for a majority of you, if you get confused, like which one represent which, you write into this ratio first. Okay, you will get 1 to 5. Okay, number 4. In 2024, the total number of members increased from 120 members in 2023. The number of adult members and the number of child members each increased by the same number. Okay, so we don't know what is this number. The ratio number of adult members to number of child members changed to 14 to 19. Find the total number of members in 2024. Okay, so what is the original one first? Okay, this is just a 2-mark question, but somehow the working seems a little bit more complicated than 2 marks. Okay, let's understand here first. In 2023, okay, go back to the original question. Adult to child, okay, adult to child, what is the ratio? They gave us was 50 to 70. Okay, now they say in 2024, it increased by a certain amount, okay, which is now, let's call it X, okay, increased by X value. Let's say this one increased by the same number, okay, we let this increase be X. So 50 plus X and 70 plus X. Now the ratio becomes 14 to 19. Okay, so we need to write down this equation first. 50 plus X to 70 plus X becomes 14 to 19. Okay, so how do we change this ratio and how do we solve it? When we solve, okay, you change it into fraction. Same like what we just did above. 50 plus X over 70 plus X equals to 14 over 19. Okay, go and solve for this. Go and solve for this. Okay, 19, 50 plus X equals to 14, 70 plus X. Okay, 19 times 50, we get 950 plus 19x equals to 980 plus 14x. 5x equals to 30, x is equals to 6. Okay, so it increased by 6. After you've got this, they say they want the total number of members. Okay, so total number of members is 50 plus x and 70 plus x. So total 50 plus 6 plus 70 plus 6, which will get 1, 3, 2. Okay, if you got a shorter way, you can use your shorter way also. Okay, page 1, all good? Okay, let's go to second page. Calculate the percentage increase in total number of members from 2023 to 2024. Okay, so your latest one is 132. The original one was 120. Okay, back to the question of 50 plus 70. So we'll take percentage increase means change over ORI value multiply 100%. Okay, so we get 132 minus 120 over, okay, not 132, over the original one times 100%, which will give us 10%. Okay, question B. The population of a village is 2,500. Okay, this is a separate question already. Population is decreasing exponentially at a rate of 3% per year. Calculate the population at the end of 3 years. Okay, when we see this word exponential, the formula that we'll be using is the compound interest formula. Okay, so you write down the compound interest formula first. A equals to P bracket 1 plus R over 100 to the power of T. Okay, what are the values that we want? P is your original, your principal value. Decrease exponentially, so that means your R is equals to -3. This is your time. Okay, time is equals to 3. We substitute into here, P bracket 1 minus 3 over 100 to the power of T. Oops, this is 2,500. So 2,500 multiplied by 0.97 to the power of 3. Okay, type in the calculator. Okay, you will get 2281.6, right? Or 0.7. Okay, just round it up. 2282. Okay, the next one, 2-mark question. Find the number of complete years it takes for the population to first fall below 2,000. Okay, so we want to find, we write down an inequality first, which is 2,500. We use the above formula, multiply 0.97 to the power of 3, where it first fall to 2,000. Okay, for this type of question, okay, I know for MS student, you all will be asking, teacher, can I use log or ln? Okay, based on my experience, preferably not. Okay, preferably not. Why not? Because this is mathematics. In the mathematics answer scheme, normally don't have, right? Okay, so we don't write the log or log. You can do the working at the side, but my suggestion is that you all show some sort of try and error. Okay, to prove this. Okay, how to do the try and error? This is what I'll do. Bring the 2500 to the. Okay, it's not. This one is n. Okay, I read wrong already. 0.97 to the power n less n. You take 2000 divided by 2500 is equals to 0.8. Okay. Then what you're gonna do is you substitute in a value here, okay, and you want to show the transition of it. So you all just take out your calculator, you type 0.97, then you keep testing the value first. 0.97 to the power of 2, power 3, power 4, power 5, power 6. You want to see until the first time the values go more than less than 0.8. Okay, which value is the first time that the value transition to less than 0.8? Okay, you just take your calculator to type it. 8, right? Okay, so this is what you do. We know that by right, n equals to 8 is the answer. So I'm going to try, okay, I'm going to just show like this. I show one step before first. N equals to 7. Okay, when n equals to 7, 0.97 to the power of 7 is 0.808. Then n equals to 8, 0.97 to the power of 8 is 0.784. So you at least show that there's a transition, that this is the first time it is below below 0.8. So my answer here will be equals to 8. Got it? All right, question 1. If all of you can do question 1, can you just type 1 in the chat? Okay, normally, first question in your paper 4 is on your first chapter numbers. Okay, they can test you on percentage, okay, all kinds of ratio, proportion. Okay, this question was what? Okay, normal, simple plus minus. Make sure you know your simple interest, compound interest. Okay, all right, let's go to the next one. Question 2. The nth term of a sequence is 120 minus n cubed. Find the fourth term of this sequence. Okay, fourth term means your n is equals to 4. So just substitute n equals to 4. Okay, you get 56. Find the value of n when the nth term is negative 1211. Okay, so here okay, we have 120 minus n cubed equals to minus 1211. Okay, minus n cubed is equals to minus 1311. N cubed positive 1. Is it 1311? 1331. Okay, 1331. Then we will cube root it. 1331. N is equals to 11. Okay, question B. The nth term of a different sequence is 3 times 0.2 to the power of n minus 1. Find the fifth term of this sequence. Okay, quite easy. These are just substitute only. So you type in, you replace the n with equals to 5. So 0.2 to the power of 5 minus 1. You will get 3 times 0.2 power 4. Okay, calculate it. You can either leave it in decimal or fraction. Okay, fraction will be 3 over 625. Okay, write just one of it. Okay, we go to the fun one. Okay, remember one of the weeks, we went through all of the things related to sequences. Can you write it in standard form? No. I don't think so. Okay, they never ask you to change the standard form, don't go change the standard form. Okay, this one has a lot of marks. Okay. This one, how many marks? You'll see at the bottom. Ooh, 8-mark question. Okay. Previously, also came out one of it. Similar like this, I think about 8 marks, 10 marks like that. Okay, so make sure you all know how to do all your sequences. there's how many types of sequences that we have learned? Arithmetic, okay, or we call it linear sequences, geometric. Y'all can write down somewhere. If you don't know, later go through the video. Okay, linear, geometric. Okay, Deborah, very good. Quadratic. Then cubic. Okay, then got one more. Sometimes it's just like your observation. Then you just do a try and error. If you were to find cubic sequence n term, it will be from comparison. Yeah, normally not so hard, right, for cubic. Okay, but for quadratic, you all need to know the formula. I don't want you all do the try and error. Sometimes it's very hard to find. So this one I will explain how to do it. Okay, let's look at the first one, the first sequence. 7, 4, 1, -2. What type of sequence is this? 7, 4, 1, -2. Okay, the pattern is -3, -3, -3. Okay, we call this a linear or a arithmetic sequence. Okay, both also is correct, just different language. Okay, how to find the nth term? The formula that we need to memorize is a plus n minus 1d. Okay, I want you all to remember this. A is your first term, d is your common difference. So for this question, the a is 7, the d is equals to -3. Okay, so the nth term, okay, just write as Tn, will be equals to 7 plus n minus 1 times -3. 7 minus 3n plus 3, 10 minus 3n, okay, or minus 3n plus 10. Okay, the fifth term, here again, -3. So we will get -5. Okay, the next one, B. Okay, normally I give you a clue. For fraction, right? Normally, your numerator, they will follow one pattern. The denominator will follow another pattern. Okay, you don't need to look at as overall one. Normally, this is the case. Okay, so look here. 1/4, if you try to relate it, right? Okay, hard to see, right? Is it arithmetic? Not really also. Okay, is it geometric? Not really. Okay, so you look on top, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the top, your numerator, +1, +1, +1. So your next one should be +1 also. At the bottom, 4, 5, 6, 7, same thing. +1, +1, +1. Here also should be +1. Okay, so my fifth term over here should be 5/8. Okay? Okay, but both of it follows a arithmetic progression, okay, or a linear progression. That means a plus or a minus. On the top, when my n equals to 1, the value is 1. So at the numerator, you can just write as n. Okay, at the bottom, how do we express it? Okay, how do we express the bottom part, the denominator? Okay, if you don't know how to express it, you use back the same formula again. Okay, for denominator. Okay, you just write like that. A is equals to 4, D is equals to 1. Then your nth term will be A plus n minus 1 D. 4 plus n minus 1, which is n plus 3. Okay, so you can write down for fraction can split numerator and denominator rules. It means on top, you follow one rule, at the bottom, you follow another rule. Okay, so far, are you here? Okay, so first and second one, both also actually is arithmetic. Okay, the question C, 0, 2, 6, 12. 0, 2, 6, 12. What sequence does this follow? 0, 2, 6, 12. Okay, so we need to observe. Number one, is it arithmetic? 2, 4, 6. Okay, the distance, the difference is 2, 4, 6. This one should be 8. Okay, but it's not a a linear already. Okay, so normally if you see there's a consistent increase in it, we call this a quadratic. Okay, this is called a quadratic sequence. Let's write down how to construct this. 0, 2, 6, 12. Okay, we find the first layer first. This is called the first difference. I want you all to write it like this, exactly like this. 2, 4, 6. Then at the bottom, here, 2, 2. So if this part, we call it the second difference, they are the same. This one, we call it a quadratic sequence. That means it will follow the general formula of an squared plus bn plus c. If third difference is cubic, yes, that is right. So if you go down one more layer, you see if the third difference are same, then you know that it has some sort of n cube into the equation. Okay, how to find your this equation here, an squared plus bn plus c? For me, I personally like to just use a formula because formula will never get wrong, but you need to memorize it. Okay, you're gonna start from the bottom. Bottom is 2a. The first difference is 3a plus b. Then here, a plus b plus c. You are just going to equate it to the first value. And you start from the bottom, then go up here. Okay, so the first equation, 2a equals to 2, a is equals to 1. The green color one, 3a plus b equals to 2, 3 times 1 plus b equals to 2, b equals to 2 minus 3, minus 1. Then go to the first layer, a plus b plus c is equals to 0, 1 minus 1 plus c equals to 0, c is equals to 0. Okay, so the nth term, we fit into this formula, an squared plus bn plus c. My a is 1, so n squared. My b is negative 1, so minus n. Okay, this is it. So to find the next value, okay, to find the next value, here we can just plus 8, 20. Yes, this will be uploaded. Okay, so here we just write 20, then n squared minus n. 8-mark question. Okay, any question on sequences? Make sure you all master this one. If it comes out, you see a lot of marks over here. Do I need to do all the sequences, all the type of sequences? Of course. So if you don't know, you all just go into Thinkific, go and watch this. I actually cover all 5 of this. Actually 4 It's just 4 main ones only. Okay, good. Good. Type 2 in the chat. Just type number 2 in the chat. All right. Okay, let's go to number 3. Rahul rolls a die 60 times. The results are shown in the table. Find the mode, median, and the mean. Okay, number 1. Let's find what is the mode. Mode means the highest frequency. Okay, which one highest frequency? 14. So the answer is not 14. The answer is 5. Okay, second one. Median means you need to find the position of it. Okay, remember last week we went through this entire topic, n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, you got 60 of it, so 60 plus 1 divided by 2, which is equals to 30.5. Okay, that means your position is your 30th and your 31st value. Okay, you need to go and find what is the 30th and 31st value. If it's a different value, you have to find the average of it. Okay, for this kind of data, what you need to do is you take out your calculator, you find the cumulative frequency. Okay, you find the cumulative frequency. It means the first 10 value is 1. Then you're going to take 10 plus 6. Okay, the next 6 value until the 16th position, it is 2. Then you plus 11. Until the 27th value, it is 3. Okay, haven't reached this 30th and 36th, right? 30th and 31st value. So here is until the 40th value. That means from the 28th to the 40th value, it will be at 4 here. So my median value is equals to 4. Okay, sorry, this first one is not find median first. This is the position of the median. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the second one. Okay, the third one, mean. Okay, the formula of mean means you take sum of fx over sum of f. Okay, sum of fx, you take all this value, multiply, then add up together. So 1 times 10 plus 2 times 6 plus 3 times 11, 4 times 13, 5 times 14, plus 6 times 6 over 60. Okay, please write down your working. And here you will get 213 over 60, which will get 3.55. Okay, so here will be 5, 4, 3.55. Is the range the highest minus the lowest score of the frequency? Yes. So 6 minus 1. If they ask you range, it will be 6 minus 1 equals to 5. Okay, number B. Question B. Sangeeta measures the speed of each of 100 cars. The results are shown in the table. Estimate the mean speed. Okay, mean for this one is we call it group data. Just now that one is all individual data. So group data, the mean will be sum of fx over sum of f, but there will be one more extra thing that you need to calculate, which is the x. X is the midpoint. Midpoint. Okay, so I want you all to write down the x over here. Okay, so x, you take x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So you take 20 plus 30 divided by 2. This will be 25. 30 plus 50 divided by 2. 40. 50 plus 75 divided by 2. 62.5. Okay, then you're going to take 10 times 25 plus 72 times 40 plus 18 times 62.5 over the total is 100. Okay, normally I would encourage students, you all don't straight away write down the final answer. Go calculate the top part here first. So you take 10 times 25, 72 times 40 plus 18 times 62.5. You'll get 4255 over 100. Okay, then here you get 42.55. Okay, this one don't round it up. You just leave it like this. 42.55. Okay. Let's go. Next one. Okay, Sangeeta draws a histogram. Keyword histogram here. What's the formula for histogram? Okay, the height of the bar that represents 20 to 30 is 3 cm. Calculate the height of the two other bars of the histogram. So the moment you see the word histogram, you write down this formula. FD equals to F over CW. Okay, frequency density is equals to frequency over class width. All right, let's look at the table that's given to us here. So they're saying that the bar, okay, the height of the bar represents the frequency density. So that means the y-axis is the frequency density. For this part here, it represents 3 cm. So we need to find the frequency density of this first. The frequency density is not value 3, okay? The representation in terms of the height is value 3. So I want you all to find the frequency density for all of it first. So here, okay, we write here the 20 to 30, 30 to 50, then 50 to 75. Okay, we find the frequency density first. Frequency density for this is 10 over 10, which is equals to 1. So they say that the height for this is equals to 3. So what is the relationship between the height and the frequency density? You're going to multiply this by 3. Okay, so sometimes the value might not be so obvious. I want you all to remember, so this is a K value. K value means you multiply by what constant? You take the height divided by your frequency density. Okay, so I want you all to go and calculate the frequency density for these other two first. So 72 over 20, which is equal to 3.6. Okay, so 3.6 is the frequency density value, not the height itself. To find the height, you need to multiply by 3, which you will get 10.8 cm. Okay, over here, you get 18 over 25. Okay, you all know how to find class width? Class width is these two are minus each other. Okay, so the bottom one is the class width. Then here will be equals to 0.72. You multiply by 3, and you will get 2.16. Okay, so your answer is 10.8 and 2.16. Okay. Number 3. Okay, now you're finished. Oh, done. Okay, number 3. If all good, can you all just type 3 in the chat? Okay, if you all attended last week's class, this one all should master already. Okay, teacher covered all the type of question. Okay, number 4. Shakes. The area of triangle is equal to the area of the square. Show that 3r squared plus r minus 6 is equals to 0. Okay, so we need to find the area of both of these. This is a non-right angle triangle, so we're going to use the formula 1 over 2 AB sine C. Okay, so area of triangle, if you already know, is 1 over 2 AB sine C. We have the crocodile mouth like that. Okay, the middle here will be the angle C. A, B, doesn't matter whichever side. The area for this is a square, so it's r plus 1 times r plus 1. So the formula is 1 over 2 r plus 5 times r plus 2 sine 30 degrees equals to r plus 1 times r plus 1, okay, or r plus 1 squared. Simplify this entire thing. This will be r squared plus 7r plus 10 times, okay, sine 30 is 1 over 2. This will become r squared plus 2r plus 1. Okay, open out the bracket. This one will be 1 over 4r squared plus 7 over 4r plus 10 over 4 equals to r squared plus 2r plus 1. Okay, shift everything to the left-hand side. This will become 3 over 4r squared plus 1 over 4r minus 6 over 4 equals to 0. Okay, the final one, you multiply the whole thing by 4. Okay, to remove the denominator, you get 3r squared plus r minus 6 equals to 0. You can write this shown or proven. Okay, question B. Solve the equation, then give your answer to 2 decimal places. Okay, when they ask you to solve a quadratic and then they say this word to 2 decimal places, what you normally need to do is you need to do quadratic formula, okay, because your answer won't get a nice value. So we are going to substitute into quadratic formula. You all have to memorize it. So A is equal to 3, B equals to 1, C equals to negative 6. We're going to put, this is R, negative B plus minus B squared minus 4AC over 2A. Negative 1 plus minus 1 squared minus 4AC over 2A. Okay, show your working. What's inside the square root? This one will be 73 over 6. And you split it up. Okay, 1.26. And R is equals to negative 1.59. Okay, next one. Find the perimeter of the square. Okay, look at this. Perimeter R plus 1, R plus 1, R plus 1, R plus 1. Okay, so this one you all have to use your logic. You got two R values. One of it is positive, one is negative. Can I use the negative value over here? Okay, so you all look back into the value. The R, one is 1.26, one is negative 1.59. If I sub in negative 1.59 here, plus 1, I will get a negative length. Okay, there's no such thing as a negative length. So the only possible R that I can use over here is the positive one. Okay, which is R equals to 1.26. So you got R plus 1. Okay, your parameter is equals to 4 times R plus 1. Or you want to R plus 1 4 times also can. The R that we're going to use is 1.26. Substitute into here, 1.26 plus 1, which will get 9.04. Okay, 4 good. Can you all just type 4? I think this is quite easy. Okay, good. Okay, number 5 hard. Number 5, this one most likely will come out one question in your exam. We count the total marks for this one. Let's see. How many marks? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 marks. Okay, this is a 13-mark question. It's solving of graph. The diagram shows the graph y equals to fx for values x from negative 3 to 3. Use the graph to find f bracket 2. Okay, what are they referring over here? This is x. It means when x equals to 2, what is the y value? Remember, fx means y. So on your graph here, okay, I want you all to see where exactly is 2. Intersecting 2. Here. 2. Okay, when your value is 2, your x value is equals to 3. Okay, I don't want to write so many, so you all just refer like that. Okay, this one is y is equals to negative 3. This is for question A1. Answer is 3. Okay, second one, they say use the graph to solve the equation fx equals to 5. Okay, when fx equals to 5 means when my y is equals to 5. Y equals to 5, what is the value? So at y equals to 5, I'm going to draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, this is y equals to 5. Then I'm going to read these 3 values over here. Okay, what is this value? This is x equals to negative 2. Okay, the second one, x equals to negative 0.4. The third one, x equals to 2.4. Okay, so you got 3 answers here. This is for your A2. Answer is minus 2, minus 0.4, and minus and positive 2.4. Okay, the next one. The equation fx equals to k has exactly 2 solutions. Write down the value of k. Okay, what they are asking over here. Fx equals to k. Okay, when my y equals to a constant, that means a value, how does my graph look like? A horizontal line. Yes, okay. This is a horizontal line because when y equals to a value, you get a horizontal line. So they are asking where exactly in the graph, when I draw a horizontal line, I will get 2 solutions. Okay, so you just take your ruler. Okay, let's say this green color ruler, you move up and down. Okay, where exactly will you get 2 points of intersection? Okay, you see here? Okay, this part here, right? Correct or not? Okay, so we will write this as y, or your k value, is equals to 3. Okay, for this part here. This is for question A3. Okay, the next one. Choose the correct word from the box to complete the statement. The line x equals to 0 is the what to the graph of y equals to fx. Okay, x equals to 0, how does it? Which one is x equals to 0? This is x equals to 0, okay? It's this y-axis line. What is this thing called? So you look at the graph, right? It never touches the y-axis. Why? Because this is called an asymptote. Asymptote. Asymptote means the graph will never, a line which the graph will never touch. Okay, the next one. On the grid, draw the graph of y equals to x minus 2 from -3 to 3. Okay, normally when we draw straight line, we just need any 2 points. Okay, what I will do over here, let's find our x-intercept and y-intercept. Okay, based on this, when my x equals to 0, y equals to -2. Okay, when my y equals to 0, x is equals to +2. Okay, you just sub into this equation. So I got -2 and +2. We take these 2 points, then we draw a straight line. This will be y equals to x -2. This is for question B1. Okay, then the next one. Okay, they say find x when fx equals to x minus 2. So to find this is you need to see the point of intersection. Okay, over here. So the answer is x is equals to 1. Okay, this is question B2. X equals to 1. Okay, question C, they say fx equals to x squared minus c over x. To show, use the graph to show that, okay, to show that c is equals to 2. So now they are saying that the graph is represented by this equation. Okay, they say use the graph to show that c is equals to 2. Okay, to find c equals to 2, you need to find some sort of x and y value. What x and y? You just choose any x or y value. Okay, so you just look into the graph. Okay, I'm gonna use any points. So based on the graph, let's see if my x is okay. Just now I from the first question I already saw this, right? When my x is equals to 2, my y is equals to 3. Okay, so this one 2, 3, right? Is a point. Okay, it looks confusing, right? This question. When I first read it, I also a bit confused. Okay, so I have 2, 3. Okay, we substitute fx is 3 equals to 2 square minus c over 2. You use any points, you should be able to get the c value. But choose points that you can read accurately. So 3 equals to 4 minus c over 2 minus 1 equals to minus c over 2. Then your final one is c is equals to 2. Minus 1 times minus 2. On B1, what does from values -3 to 3 means? Yeah, -3 to 3 is whatever that's on the graph. -3 to 3. So you basically look at this whole diagram. Okay, question D. If C wrong, then D cannot do already. Yeah. How to get B2? Draw out the line. Okay, draw out the line. Then find the point of intersection. You know how to draw out this line? You use any 2 points. You substitute your x or y. For me, I use x-intercept and y-intercept. Okay, then you find the point of intersection. Okay, any more question? Okay, let's go to question D. Okay, they say equation fxx minus 2 can be written as x cubed plus px squared plus qx equals 2. Find the value of p and the value of q. Okay, fx that they are referring to is from the previous question. This is fx equals to this. So I'm going to write down an equation which is x squared minus 2 over x equals to x minus 2. Okay, multiply the whole thing by x. Okay, multiply this whole thing by x. We'll get x cubed minus 2 equals to x squared minus 2x. We rearrange it. X cubed minus x squared plus 2x. Then we bring the 2 to the right hand side, equals to 2. We compare this with the above one, x cubed plus px squared plus qx equals to 2. So this, okay, this is equals to this is equals to this. P is equals to -1, Q equals to 2. Who's this one? Okay, if good number 5, please type 5 in the chat. Okay, 5. All right. Okay, let's go to number 6 before we take a short break. The diagram shows a ladder. GH on horizontal ground leaning against a vertical wall. GF is 1.5. HF is 4. Calculate the length of the ladder. So this ladder, we can just use our good friend Mr. Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras says that GH square is equals to 1.5 square plus 4 square. It was 1.5 square plus 4 square. You get 18.25. GH, you square root 18.25. Okay, this one irrational number, you just round it up to 3 SF. In question B, W is 120 meter north of V and 50 meter east of V. Calculate the bearing of V from W. Remember, for bearing, you always have to be careful the statement, right? They will put the starting point at the back line. But often I see students read like that, V to W. Is V from W. That means this is your starting point. Okay, at the starting point, how to do bearing? You're going to draw the north direction. Then the bearing will be here. Okay, this is your bearing. What you need to find, you find this angle over here first. Okay, this theta here. Okay, what's this theta? We can use SOHCAHTOA. Here is opposite, adjacent. So we can use tangent. Tangent theta equals to O over A. O is 50, A is 120. Theta is inverse tangent 50 over 120, which you will get 22.6 degrees. Okay, so this little part here is 22.6 degrees. The bearing, you will take 180 plus 22.6, which you will get 202.6 degrees. Okay, ensure that before the decimal place you have 3 digits. Okay, next one. C. In the quadrilateral, AD is equals to DC, which is equals to 5. Okay, write down whatever information that we have first. It's 5. Is that 5? AB is equals to BC. ABD is 25 degrees. Okay, where's ABD? ABD. So 25 degrees. That means here also is 25 degrees. And angle BAD is equals to 15 degrees. BAD is over here. 15, that means here is also 15 degrees. Calculate the perimeter of the quadrilateral ABCD. Perimeter means this whole thing. Okay, so what do I need to find? I have this, I have this. I need to find what is AB and BC. Look at the marks here. This is a 5-mark question. Oh, why so many marks? Okay, because of the information that they give to us. Okay, what we need to do for this question is you need to draw an extra line at the bottom here first. Okay, draw a line here. Okay, this is one of the way. You can use, I think you can use sine rule, cos rule also. Okay, but multiple ways that you all can do this. Okay, the first thing I would do, because this was the first way that I looked at, you find what is angle BAC first. Okay, we want to find this part because I'm gonna use right angle triangle like that. Okay, like this. Okay, let's call this point E. Okay, what do I want to find? What do we want to find here? Okay, the first thing we find this part here. Okay, this part. BAC. Okay, to find BAC, you see here, you got 50. Okay, then these two same, right? Okay, you see, we use this triangle here. So angle BAC is equals to 180 minus 25 minus 25, then divide by 2, which will get 65 degrees. Okay, so this entire part is equals to 65 degrees, which I can say that here, okay, this little small part here is equals to 65 minus 15. What's this one? DAC. Angle DAC is equals to 65 minus 15. 50 degrees. 50. Here also 50. Okay, why did I use this? I want to use this triangle. I find here, then I take this whole thing, okay, over here. Okay, then I can use this entire triangle. Okay, I'll show you how I do it. Okay, I will use this triangle here first. DEC. Here is 50 degrees. Here is 5. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to find DE. I want to find EC first. Okay, let's find what is EC using Sokatua. Okay, so cos, this part here is adjacent, this one is hypotenuse. So cos 50 degrees is equals to EC over 5. EC is 5 cos 50 degrees. Okay, and why do I use this? Because this big triangle, the bigger one, which has BEC, okay, like this. Now this one is 5 cos 50 degrees. I've got the angle here is 65 degrees. Okay, I want to find what is BC. So same thing again, adjacent hypotenuse. So cos 65 degrees is equals to 5 cos 50 degrees. You want to find the value of 5 cos 50 also, it's okay. Then 5 cos 50 over BC. Okay, BC is 5 cos 50 divided by cos 65 degrees, which will get 7.605. Okay, so this part here is the hard part to find this one. Now you add it all up together. Okay, so the perimeter, which is equals to 2 of this 7.605 plus 2 times 5. Okay, 5, then 7.605, 7.605. You will get 25.21. 25.2. Okay, question D. Let's go to question D. Calculate the angle PQR. Okay, another 5 mark over here. PQR. Okay, normally when we have triangles, this is non-right angle triangle. There are 3 things that we want to think about: sine rule, cos rule, or area, which is 1 over 2 AB sine C. Okay, either one of these. So what we can do here is we find what is PR first. Okay, this PR, how to find PR? We are going to use here. Okay, draw this out for y'all. SRT. This is 110 degrees. Okay, this is 11, this is 8. We're going to use cos rule. So cos rule is PR square equals to 11 square plus 8 square minus 2 times 11 times 8 cos 110 degrees. Okay, go type this in the calculator. 11 square plus 8 square minus 2 times 11 times 8 and cos 110. Okay, we'll get here 245.2. Okay, PR. Okay, we can just leave it over here first. Okay, PR square will be this value. Okay, why I leave it as PR square? Because I'm going to use another one over here. Okay, this is my second triangle where I'm going to use cos rule again. Okay, so here, PQR. You can go and calculate the square root of the value also can. 10, 14. PQR, I want this angle here. So that means this is my crocodile mouth. Okay, I have PR square which is this value here. Okay, I think to simplify it, let's just calculate the PR value. Okay, PR 15.6587. Okay, 15.6587. We're going to use cost rule again. Cost rule will be 15.6587 square equals to 10 square plus 14 square minus 2 times 10 times 14 cos theta. Okay, the data that we want to find, which is this angle here. Okay, so here will be 245.2, 10 square plus 14 square. Here we get 296 minus, okay, this one I want you all put as a square bracket. 280 cos theta. Okay, reason being, you cannot take this 296 minus 280. The moment you do this step, you'll get wrong already. So you need to bring the 296 to the left-hand side first. So 245.2 minus 296 minus 50.8, which is equal to negative 280 cos theta. It'll be minus 50.8 over minus 280 cos theta. Okay, you go and shift cos 50.8 divided 280. Okay, your final answer, you will get 79.5 degrees. All right, all good here? Okay, these two questions, 10 marks already. Very fun, 10 marks. Hey, if you are good, can you all just type 6 in the chat? Okay, full marks until here. All right, we take a short break first. Let's go for our toilet break, water break. When we come back, we'll continue the second half.